If you like the video, please consider supporting James Corp on Patreon.
Please tell me it wasn't that with that comment.
James, let us know. He's having difficulties right now.
Yes.
Yeah, my stream deck's not working. Anyway, hi everyone. Welcome to week 16 of our Castle Strahd game. I am James Corp, the Dungeon Master for this evening. I've gone for my holly look, where I'm wearing a black t-shirt and disembodied head, just floating around.
That took me a second.
So we're back with Castle Strahd. My stream deck's not working. I'm not sure why it's not connected. I'll have to figure that out in a second. Maybe on the break. It's all a bit of a rush because I was like eating dinner. I had to go get everything. Yeah. Anyway, we're back with familiar faces. We're missing a Blaine. He's blown us out for his mum. Whatever. Patchwork unicorn. Whatever.
Rabu, take care, brother.
Brother from another mother.
He's kicking it with moms. It's okay.
Oh shit!
They're having a knockdown, drag out birthday bash.
I bet they are.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go around the table, get people to introduce themselves and their characters. That's about it, really. I think that's about as interesting as it gets with me.
You're so interesting, James.
I know. My life is thrilling.
Don't let anyone tell you differently.
Also, I've got the best biscuits in the world.
What ones? Tell me.
McVitie's digestives?
Bourbons? No? Custard creams?
Golden Crunch creams.
Oh, I love them ones. Oh, yeah. Great biscuits.
Right. Jesse, why don't you introduce yourself and tell us who you're playing?
I am Jesse, and I am playing Ark, the wizard, who has just went through harrowing affairs, but has apparently made a new friend named Nameless. We are right now heading off to the ball. Party?
You're going really quiet.
Nice.
Dinner.
No, that's just Jesse adding atmosphere. That's not being quiet.
Oh, Blaine's not here. Sam.
Yes, hi, I'm Sam. I am playing Arius, the Tiefling Bard Warlock multi-class.
What's a warlock?
Warlock.
I said, okay, I did the word for, okay. The Bard Warlock multi-class. Is that any better?
Excuse me.
And he is not as prettily dressed up as his fellows as we head to this dinner party.
Nathan.
Hi, I'm Nathan Clark. You can find me as Godless Polecat online anywhere you care to find me online. And I'm playing Garrett, the human lawful good paladin, Oath of Devotion, who has got an extra bit of edge because he's possessed and has a demon that lives inside of him. And right now, over the past couple sessions, since his paladin abilities were spent and used up, he's been sidelined into the back of his own mind, and Nameless, not the actual demon's name, but the demon doesn't want to get on a first name basis with a bunch of adventuring parties. The demon is in control of of Garrett's body right now, and we'll see what fun I can have and where that will lead him.
Thank you. Emily.
I am Emily, or Citizen herself. You can find me on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, all that fun stuff. And I'm playing Eve, humor fighter and criminal badass, who is horn dog, big mouth. Anything else you want to add? And is going on a first date with Nameless. Actually,
extra thick.
Extra thick.
That's your big mouth character. It's your Deadlands character.
Oh
right?
yeah, I'm also doing Deadlands on a Monday as well now. He's roped me into it. That's about it.
Pun intended.
Yeah.
And last but not least, Mr. Cameron.
Sponsored by Terry Wogan's Bohemian Rhapsody. Open your eyes, look up to the skies and see. I am Cameron Harrison. You can
Terry
find me on
Wogan's
Twitter.
dead.
Yes. Yes,
Just
I'm
they
still
made the
making good
podcast
jokes.
more awkward.
Is it because you ain't got the facts through yet? Tell you.
They're 10 years
So,
behind.
sponsored by the late Terry Wogan's Bohemian Rhapsody. Open up your eyes, look up to the skies and see. But don't tell Mrs. Wogan, she won't like that.
What accent's that?
Mr. Wogan.
South African.
Yes, I am Cameron.
Slogan.
I am Cameron. You can find me on Twitter at CLHHarrison. You can find me in the Discord as Cameron Harrison. And I recently, I played Nerun Tinneril, the Dark Elf monk that had a lot of story stuff happen last session and is now wearing a kilt to this fancy party. I'm
Well
also
done,
the note
Kevin.
taker.
Okay. We got there.
While we're on accents,
A little bit.
James, can you give us a little taste of your Wild West American accent?
No. You have to tune in on not this Monday after.
Where every character in Deadlands is a British immigrant.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're doing an American cowboy accent.
Calhoun!
You Galloon.
Now, to be fair to him,
What
he ain't
tarnation
exactly
are you
done
doing
one
here?
before.
Hurtington.
At least my Deadlands characters is on stream, so no one can hear that. Terrible accent.
What, your Jamaican one? Yeah.
That was only once or
Jamaican.
twice. It was hard for me to hold the accent. It's been very
A
clear a
Jamaican
bit.
gunslinger, that's pretty cool.
Right.
I'm tempted to just make
So-
it part of this work. But yes.
Shall we recap last week's? Before we go, I'd like to thank Sirenscape for providing the mute or the Sirenscape.
Sirenscape.
Serious.
Nope,
serious.
that's definitely not. That's definitely not it. I spelled it wrong.
Brilliant.
Spelled like Sirenscape.
No. Okay. So why is there no? I thought I put a command. It's either a
for the
command or a
English
timer.
speakers in the chat. Sirenscape.
Yeah.
Or if you're
But they call it
British or
Sirenscape.
using the King's English or the Queen's English, it's
Well, we ain't got a king at the
Sirenscape.
moment. I mean, it's a bit weird.
It wasn't the king anyway,
Never had a
James.
king,
What's
It
yeah.
was
it
the
called?
prince.
Is it called the Queen's English?
Queen's
Yeah,
English.
Queen's
Yeah,
English.
it's Queen's English.
Yeah.
Queen's English.
Be
then
when we
it's-
have a king, it'll be
it's
King's English. Queen's.
Sirenscape.
Sirenscape.
It's Sirenscape, love.
Sirenscape.
I mean, I can't imagine the Queen using Sirenscape. I don't know why.
I bet she does. I bet
Oh, Her
she's
Majesty-
a serious. I bet
Yeah.
she's
Of
a
course,
serious
well, of-
Call of Cthulhu player.
Fucking
Of
follow the
course not. She's
queen
got a
on.
40-piece orchestra to make the music for her.
Oh look, I have a 90%.
It was
in my
also
shotgun skill.
sponsored by Sirenscape.
I have a 90% in my shotgun skill.
Okay, let's
Fuck
insult.
the fuck off now, Cthulhu.
Yes, mum.
Ah, there we go. Found it.
I know. I'll throw dynamite.
Okay. Right.
Can we get back to
Who would like
choosing?
to recap this evening? Has Emily recapped yet?
Oh fuck. I can't remember what happened. Jeez. Give me a
I did mine
hint.
last. I did mine last. Yeah.
Look at the notes.
Oh, we
we
went
did,
shopping. I remember that.
Remember.
No, we did a rather rude encounter with the Valaki outside the gate. The
Oh, that's where
Vistani.
it started.
the
Yeah,
Vistani
when
No,
we
outside
no,
went to
the
Vistani
no.
camp.
The Valaki gate.
Garrett's whatever thing
Nameless.
had a rude encounter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
yeah.
salvaged it.
And then he salvaged it by flirting with him. And said that he had beautiful eyes. And we got some money. And we had a drink with the people inside the camp. And then
We were beating a young man.
and Freckle talked to a young man and asked why he was getting whipped a lot. And he was like, because I'm into it.
No, it's because he lost the chieftain's daughter.
Yeah, that. And then, we also gave the little girl back. That was prior, that.
Said chieftain's daughter.
Yeah. And then we went to the village, back to the village. What's the
Well,
village
we
called again?
purchased. we did down payments on my.
Oh, no,
items
we
on
also
the
got,
Vistani.
we got money. Got money from those people as well.
Yeah.
Because,
And then they said they could
600?
purchase magic items outside.
oh,
of,
yeah, and I got a magic sword.
Further.
Well, I
Yeah,
haven't
you've-
got a magic sword. I put
You've
money.
ordered it.
I put a down payment on a magic sword.
You've got 4
And
days to
Aries
come up
bought a
with the rest
horse.
of it.
Yeah, which is, I don't know if that's going to happen or not. And then we went back to the village, and we went. I walked in on Garrett and Ark having a nice little bubble bath together.
We're playing a drinking game.
Yeah, play the drinking game. And
That's what they're telling you anyway. That's their excuse.
That's what you walked in on.
Yeah, and Eve saw Nameless's bare ass, and then jumped in the bath afterwards because he was out the bath helping Ark from nearly drowning because he drank too much.
Yeah.
And then we went. Oh, everyone sort of had a bath. It was bath time, and then we went to go get fancy outfits. That was fun. And me, Eve, and Garrett got matching suits, and he also asked me to be his prom date, which was lovely. After he got turned down by Irina, remember that?
Your sister. Or
My suspected sister. And then Irina decided that he was going to wear a kilt. Freckle got a really nice gold sparkly dress. And Arius decided that he wasn't going to dress up or buy an outfit because he's edgy as fuck. And I don't know what Ark is wearing. Hopefully something.
Ark is dressed up as Arena again.
Yeah, Ark is dressed up like Arena again and did his makeup. And then we all got in a coach, and then the guy was like, oh, because we're going off to a dinner. And the guy had to go at Arius for getting inside the coach, and we were like, no, it's all right, he's good stuff. And we got in the coach. Done.
Arius has to ride on top
Oh, he's on top now.
with the stuff. And the coach is literally a 5-minute ride.
Yeah.
Yes, to a dilapidated looking manor house of the Lady Vukta, who we're having the meeting with. And all the points that were forgotten was that Neroon had a lot of story stuff with his backstory, finding out that the Night Elves are from Barovia. He met Casimir, elderly Dusk Elf, and learnt that the Dusk Elves have been betrayed by Ishmark, who is now a servant of Strahd. So Strahd decimated the Dusk Elves. It seems Neroon comes from a group that managed to flee from Barovia somehow. And thus, while in Barovia, only the men were left alive, the women and children butchered. Those outside of Barovia seem to have fell in with the Drow into their matriarchal society.
Yeah, I wouldn't have remembered that.
And Casimir has asked that he accompany us to the Amber Temple, which is somewhere to the south, and it's founded by Strahd, but his power.
How do you whisper in game chat?
There's a drop down menu bit, isn't there?
It should be, yeah.
Just above chat.
Language.
Oh,
that gives you
no.
language.
I don't know how to whisper.
No.
I'll search it. Never mind. Don't worry about it. Continue.
Do a quick Google. Yes, I think that was everything. Unless anything else was forgotten.
So that's what
Avis
happened.
From the Vistani. Avis has reserved a horse from the Vistani.
So it says here, /W brackets recipitant brackets message.
But you have to type it out.
Yeah,
also-
that's gonna suck.
So, Eve has ordered a short sword, a +1 short sword.
Mm-hmm.
And you had a
Neroon has
+1
ordered a
spear.
+1 spear. Arius has paid for a horse, towards a horse.
Well, I bought myself a horse. You
Bought
lot
a
can figure yourself
horse,
out.
but yes.
No, I don't. That didn't work.
Don't put the brackets on.
Oh, don't put it. What? On where? On the bum
Yes,
bit?
that worked.
Yeah, I figured it out. Okay, cool.
I've got a clue.
Also, upon asking about Lady Vachta, Neroon discovered that we are most likely going to be asked to do something, which is why we're being treated to a dinner.
Yeah, she does not take interest lightly, and apparently has taken interest in us for some reason.
She's going to ask something of us, most definitely.
So you'll try.
Yes, we left off as we were stepping down from the coach to see the Vokta Manor in a state of disrepair, almost as if it's sagging under its own sins, I believe, is the poetic description that we were provided.
Yes.
Okay.
I think I did really well on that recap.
Yeah,
I know.
I got all the
Please.
details. Look at me go.
Yeah,
You
I'm
brilliantly.
fine with it.
Thank you. I have terrible memory. It's because I have fibro. There you go.
Or blame it on that.
I do.
So as we left off, you was all standing outside the house. The coach had stopped. Obviously, the coachman had gotten down and opened the door for you.
That's nice.
Cool. I'll hold the door for Eve.
Thank you, young
And
man.
immediately slam it in someone else's face.
I have to play the part.
Arius is waiting, so he's the last to dismount from the car, from the carriage.
I'll hop down after Eve gets out.
Well,
You know,
let's-
if you whisper me on here, everyone can see it, right?
Yeah, it's okay. It's not totally secret. It's just
I have no idea what you're saying.
yeah. Now they'll watch the stream and try to zoom in and see what I said, James. Jesus Christ. Whole point of whispering it to you is that you wouldn't say anything.
Should have done it through Zoom.
That's okay.
Okay. So what's everyone doing? Freckles is like, mon ami, I feel really unwell. And
I have a bellyache. I must attend to my.
Arius
I
is.
gotta say Windy Pops.
So I'm dateless. Is that what you're saying?
yes.
You can
Your
have a
date-
freeway with Arius and Nyrun.
Arius is not with anyone, thank you. And Arius is actually.
Okay,
taking
so
the
you're
effort-
taking Nyrun. You're taking Nyrun.
There you
Damn
are,
you,
ta-
Blaine.
You come anywhere near Nehru, he is gonna whack you with a quarterstaff.
I don't think.
And that is not a
Actually,
euphemism.
That was the question I was going to ask. James, were we allowed to keep our weapons, or were we told to leave them behind when we entered the carriage? Whatever.
I took mine.
I have my longsword. I said that
Yeah.
from the get-go. I'm not wearing my armor or my shield, but I have my longsword with me.
Yeah.
Because it's in a
Just
fancy.
something-
Well,
scabbard.
you're about to have a fucking sit-down meal, so I mean, if you bring weapons, it might look out of place, right?
What if
All
I'm
right. Well,
handling
she
my
wants to
steak?
talk to us. I'm bringing my sword.
Okay.
In that case, I'm declaring now. Arius left his rapier back at the tavern. He does have a dagger still on. Whatever.
Okay.
For it's worth.
I've got the quarterstaff because that's just part of monastic traditions. If they've got a
Walking
problem
stick.
with it, they can take it from my cold dead hands.
You wouldn't
I'll,
separate an old
I'll
man from his walking
introduce.
stick.
I'll
would you?
introduce us and I'll take care of.
Hang
having
on.
the weapon.
You give it to everyone, Cameron. Here, take my stick. Okay. What do you want?
Ah.
Thanks for the firewood.
When Nehru believes he has done something wrong and is required to be punished as part of still being conditioned for the matriarchy in drow communities, yes. But when it's just a formal event, Nehru doesn't.
We're about to have dinner with a very rich,
To quote
and
Gandalf.
powerful lady.
Yeah.
So I hope.
To quote Gandalf, you
Don't
wouldn't separate an old
embarrass
man
us.
from his walking stick. Because I mean, what?
Fine.
Maywound's what? 130?
169.
Okay, there
Dude.
you go. You need your walking stick, old man. Anyway, should we get back to the games? Oh, do it over tangent.
Sure, so
Alice
you're-
is standing behind the others, by the way. There's a slight gap.
So, yeah, so the house is old and a bit decrepit, or quite a bit decrepit. It's sort of sagging. The roof is sagging and the walls are starting to bulge outwards. The front door is in a little alcove, like a porch almost area with some steps up to the front door.
Pretty.
All right, I'll take Eve and or offer my arm to Eve, and I'll head up to the steps.
Let's go.
Maybe it's a good thing Freckle didn't come, because this is kind of sad.
Okay,
Saying
you head up
that
to the
out
front
loud.
door.
Me and Nameless are treating this like a high school prom.
Heck yeah, heck yeah.
Arius, I said,
Wait,
Arius is
are,
at the
are we
back-
on time or are we
back of the
late
club.
or early?
You're on time.
Let's wait like 10 minutes.
Let's make an entrance. Knock down the door.
I think they're only expecting us. I'll
Okay,
I'll rap on the door.
Okay. A little panel opens in the door. and some like face like eyes look out.
Yes.
Who's there?
Sir Garrett and Miss Eve calling on the lady of the house, Lady Vakta.
Oh, certainly, sir. Closes the door, and you hear like keys and chains and bolts unlocking, and then the door sort of creaks open.
Is this a party or a VIP room?
I think it was
Party.
VIP.
There's no bottle service. It's just a party. It's a beer party.
That's what I'm wondering. It's like, what?
Clink clink.
I don't think this was a party, but this was a dinner invitation.
Yeah, it's a
It's
dinner.
not a party. As far as I can see.
21 and over's got the livest shows, but not here in this place. It's not the, yeah. Well, I will enter, of course, sending. Even I will enter at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah, that's.
No one else come in?
Similarly,
Is it just us?
So the front door opens into a narrow vestibule, whatever that is.
Vestibule.
3 stained glass doors in a wooden frame lead from it. So yeah, there's three doors. Yes. The servant goes through she gets the door between yourselves and the basically you're in it's like a room that's separated from the rest of the house.
so a lobby
with
or a hall.
with what appears to be like 2 closets on either side of the door. May I take your coats if you're wearing coats?
I don't
Sorry,
think we are.
Sorry, good sir. No coats, no hats.
Okay. Fair enough. If you'd like to follow me, she opens the door and goes into the corridor. In front of that is a staircase that leads up a grand staircase that leads up to the first floor. Wow. Okay. Weird.
Yeah. So
okay.
I will let the servant lead us up there.
Well, no. She takes a sharp left into and opened another door.
By the way,
Okay, so
I
we're
assume
going in
Iris
alone.
Iris isn't hiding who he is. I assume he's full tiefling regale is visible.
Okay, so I guess as a group we'll just head up the stairs, the grand stair.
No.
We meant
She
to-
opens the
meant to
door
follow her.
and gestures into the main area, into the main living area.
Dreadfully confusing. Okay, then I'll go
I will
left
go
into
that
the
way.
main area.
Is there a map to this place?
There is a map.
Oh Lord.
There,
I wasn't going to use it, but fair enough.
Just have it up. You don't have to have our tokens on it. Just have it up so we have.
Yeah, but you can't see it if you don't have tokens on it.
We'll just put the tokens on the bottom, then we won't move them around. No, never mind. Yeah, we have to move them around. Never mind
Yeah,
then. I'm good
and
with theater of the mind.
Yeah, and knowing Jesse, Ark is gonna go flying fucking everywhere.
Yes. Roll for secret. Roll for secret. Here goes the map.
Hey, I don't have a
Let me-
date this time, so I'm gonna scour this fucking place.
My
too
date
damn
is
straight.
curiosity.
Yeah,
I got a date with
Oh.
knowledge.
it was there and then it was gone.
Yeah, you
Yeah, but
just
did
have
it
to
show
enter.
the whole map? I don't want to
It
show
did.
the whole map.
It showed the whole map,
Yeah.
but I did not commit it to memory.
No, I
Yeah.
did not. I was
I
trying
saw
to figure
3 distinct levels, but that's it.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Spatula City,
Ah,
we sell spatulas, and that's all.
I mean, that's the only thing I don't
Spatula,
like about
spatula,
this.
Spatula City,
Spatula City.
Spatula City.
Is this our other sponsor, Spatulas?
I
Why should
wish
I do
Spatula
this?
City was
Hang
our
on.
sponsor. Have you seen the Weird Al Yankovic movie called UHF?
Yes.
No.
Yes. Conan the
Conan
Librarian.
the Librarian. Yes.
Conan, I'm looking for this book. Don't you know the Dewey Decimal System? This book is like 5 days late. Ah!
Yep.
That's a great movie. Such a
Yeah.
great movie.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Oh,
A friend
it's a
of mine
great.
gave me this really neat Rolex watch.
Okay.
You guys gotta watch UHF. It's borderline unwatchable this day and age, but it's still
Brilliant.
it's still funny. It's still like you know what the guy's trying to do.
Can you see it now, or can you still see the whole fucking
I can see
map?
the dining room
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, good.
with the grand staircase.
What image am I looking for? Because I closed it.
Oh, well, let me
Vector
share
House.
it again.
If
I'll
you
just
go
Map
to-
is called
God's sake,
Wachter House.
Jesse.
Okay, there we
Wachter
go.
House. Wachter House.
There's also in the notes there is a public section called Maps for Players for you to go back to.
Oh, shit.
Well, I see the cool little map we've got here, so.
Spaceballs.
Yeah, so
There goes the bloody planet.
Alright. Stop with the quotes. So she coming through the main door, you enter that little room area with the two sort of closets on either side, and then the maid goes through the door opposite the front door and takes the first door on the left and gestures you in.
I go in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I go in too. I go in as well. Keeping this whole first thing.
So there's like it's a dining room and parlour sort of combination as one like area, and sitting in here 3 elegant couches surround an oval table made of black glass. All are set in front of a blazing hearth, above which hangs the portrait of a smirking nobleman sporting a broken nose and a tangle of hair greying at the temples. Several smaller portraits hang on the north wall, and sitting in one of the settees is a lady. Let's get an image of this woman.
Ooh, I like images.
Is it off Google? Just
Yes.
a woman.
Yeah.
It's off Pornhub.
Not sponsored.
Week 16. Fiona. Oh, me no likes.
No, she's not hot. I like her dragon though.
Yeah, I like it's an imp, and that would
Yeah, that's-
denote evil intent. I don't like.
She like a-
Majesto.
Is she
His
like
name
a
is Majesto. Is it Spanish or is it the harsh English?
Majesto?
Majestos or Majesto?
What?
El Majesto.
Hey, she's a Gmail.
Majesto.
Called a
That's
gilf.
just yeah.
The Gilf, not a Gmail.
Yeah, it's a familiar. So she's like, she sort of stands and says, I heard great things about you. Please take a seat. Dinner will be served shortly, but if you take a seat, could I offer you some something to drink? Maybe some wine or maybe some. I've got some spirits as well, if you wish.
Lady Wachter, it is a pleasure to meet you. Allow me to introduce myself as Sir Garrett. This is the lady Miss Eve. I would love to sit and chat and have some wine and some spirits.
What a nice place you've got here.
It is rather old. It is, unfortunately, it was more beautiful in its heyday. Unfortunately, things have gotten a little tight of late. So,
Nonsense. There's beauty in age, and I'll sit down across from her.
one of the servant comes out with like a tray with glasses, and they put some glasses down in front of you, and they offer you like either red wine or some spirits.
Okay,
Take some
what are we
red wine.
doing with Arius? And I say this out loud because
he
he's going to
can-
spoil everything, like the
He
milk.
can
the
help
food.
with the kitchen if he wants to.
Yeah,
I mean,
we can
You'll
go
just-
and explore the kitchen.
just saying.
Help
Your
serving.
humor is not appreciated at all.
It's not humor. I'm sure she wants to eat food that she can actually digest instead.
We have eaten since. Thank you for the insult, though.
Grouchy.
She says, "Oh, you all look lovely. It is I hope you haven't spent a small fortune just to come for a meal here. I wasn't expected for you to have to dress up in such fine garbs." And then she looks at Aria, or whatever your name is today,
Arius.
and she says, much like your friend. What is your name
Arius.
today?
Arius, Lady Vector. Arius.
All right. She says, well, please take a seat. Can I get you some wine or some spirits?
I'm most appreciated, but I do not partake. I apologize.
I'll have a vodka and coke.
That's
Should've
so
done.
basic.
By the way,
I'll have a
does she
cocktail then. Cocktail.
I want a vodka Red Bull, please.
Does she have any reaction to the tiefling stood before her?
Assuming she referred to you, did she genuinely refer to you as, what is your name today?
No, that was James.
No.
That was a,
No. She definitely said, well, what is your name today?
Yep. No, I call that. Yeah, but does she have any reaction to the devilish individual?
Should she?
Well, I don't know how familiar she would be with the tiefling, is the thing. So I'm just wondering, is there any reaction, or does she just brush it off?
She just brushes it off. She's not rude.
Right, thank you.
I mean,
That's
she
all
hasn't
good.
walked over to sniff you yet, you know, or tried shaving off off one of your horns.
That is fair. That is fair. Yes, Arius then will take a seat.
Take a seat, and just take a cup of wine. Whatever gets put in my hand, I will drink.
Very trusting.
Well,
They pour out in the glasses some red wine. She says, I believe the chef is, we're having a 3-course meal. I believe we're starting with something fancy for starters. I was going to say prawn cocktail, but that's very 80s and not very
No,
posh.
we're having prawn cocktails for sure.
Hello, guilty as charged, middle class as fuck. Normally what gets served first in a 3-course dinner is a soup of some kind, normally tomato.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, again, I am going off that I am middle class as fuck.
Okay, yeah, so I believe the chef has cooked us up a beetroot soup.
It was most delectable. I'm looking forward to trying it.
Then we have rabbit for the meat.
I mean, good job. Freckle isn't here.
And we'd eat without the soup.
Oh, the chef had produced a vegetarian option for the gnome.
Forgotten about him already. He's gone one episode.
He'd gone. He's had to.
Gone.
He didn't. He's barely. Oh, mon ami, my belly.
My belly.
oh, I had some bad dandelions.
Anyway.
I said to the little gnome's room.
What are we having for dessert, James? Come on.
Oh.
Normally what's served
Golden
is...
Crunch biscuits.
Hell yeah.
Golden Crunch biscuits.
That would actually be an acceptable dessert. It would... Normally it's like a... it's normally like a tart, a slice of tart.
What'd you call me?
Okay, sure.
Wow.
Ooh, we get a slice of tart.
Hell yeah.
My
Yeah.
kind of party. Lady Voctor knows how to party it down. All right.
Yeah, because I'm totally from the Carry On films, Emily.
I love the
So,
Korean films.
Lady Voctor, I hope you excuse the weapons. I assure you, I have no sinister intent. It is merely a tenet of my faith that I remain armed at all times. Rest assured, while I am armed, I will remain sheathed.
Okay.
Welcome to Innuendo Bingo.
Sure you want to remain sheathed?
So she says, I guess you're wondering why I called you here, yes?
Sure.
It is most definitely a point of interest, indeed.
Well, she says, I don't know if you know, but the village of Veleki is we're currently suffering from a lack of wine, which is really defeating the morale of the village.
We are
Okay.
aware of this current lack, yes.
Where did you get your wine from? If you don't mind me asking.
I have a wine cellar. I have a store. I have some in storage.
We do have a rather ominous task of procuring more wine. We just haven't had time to execute the task just yet. But that should keep everybody happy for a little while longer, at least.
I would like to. As she's about to say something, the like one of the waiters comes in and rings the bell, like a bell or a triangle or something. Dinner is served, and she gets up and she walks over to the dining table.
Stand up when she stands up.
Yep, follow suit. Do you wanna
Mother
take
soup.
take a seat.
She takes a seat. So she takes a seat at like one head of the table. There is a description of an ornate dining table stretches the length of this room. A crystal chandelier hangs above it imperiously. The silverware is tarnished. The dish is chipped, yet all are still quite elegant. 8 chairs, their backs adorned with sculpted elk's horns, surround the table. Arched windows made of lattice work of iron and glass look out onto the small, fog-swept estate.
I'm going to sit down and start eating because Eve doesn't have any table manners.
Quick random question. Is Lady
Doctor?
Vakta, is she smiling? Is she doing the forced smile that everyone in Valaki has to do, or is she...
No, she's not. In fact, she has quite a stern-looking face on her.
Okay. Everyone will take that as an invitation to no longer force the smile that he's been forced to do.
As we say, Aris is going to speak up. If I may, my lady, might we continue the conversation while we do partake?
She says not at the dinner table, no.
Okay.
The
Fair
dinner
enough.
table is for
After.
eating.
After.
It is true where I am from that the only time the matriarchs did not plot against one another was when they were eating.
Yeah, she says, I'm sorry, it is a, She says, yeah, sorry, it is a tradition. We don't talk shop at the dinner table.
Understandable. Understandable.
So, Arius, how, where do you come from?
I hail from Faerun, the Sword Coast, to be the Sword Coast and Waterdeep, if one wishes to be most precise on the matter.
I hear it is very lovely there.
It is a gem upon the crown of the Sword Coast. And Waterdeep is a city of many splendors, and I am proud to call it my home.
And what about you,
Miss?
Mr. Garrett? Where? I assume you come from somewhere along this Sword Coast?
Yes, but a great deal farther north. You never would have heard it. It's a small village. I come from humble origins. But I assure you I aspire to great things.
And what of you, Mr. Ark?
I'm not from here. And, did you poison this at all?
Jesus.
He was
You drink it anyway, even if it was poison.
Yes, I know.
You put it in a
I've
flask,
already-
he'll drink it, but if it's in a regular glass, he's got to ask
Doesn't
questions.
trust it.
So she's like,
I'm going to
why
be drinking
would
it, too.
why would I poison you?
Oh, you?
I
Oh,
don't
God.
know. There's a lot of people who apparently are like in cahoots with this guy Strahd, and
Does Ark know? Would Neru know if Ark knows Elvish?
No, he's not. He knows Undercommon.
Which, for some reason, as a Drow, Neru doesn't know.
I think you automatically know Undercommon.
So she's like, while you are in my house, you do not need to smile, and you can use the name of Strahd as much as you wish.
Thank God, a place of fucking reason. And then I go to enjoying my food even more.
What language?
English.
And what about you, young lady? Where do you hail from?
I'm like drinking the soup out of the plate.
Her eyebrows are very raised over this.
Well, she grew up an orphan. She's not going to have table manners, is she? She like wipes some soup away from her mouth. I'm from Waterdeep, but I don't know much before the age of 5. I don't know where I'm originally
from
from.
outside of the walls of Waterdeep, found her way there and into my own care. I helped raise her from the young age. Not directly, so not parental, but...
You did a wonderful job.
Her lack of manners is part of her charm. It is disarming when you get used to it.
And what of you, Elf?
I myself originate from Them Bellinor, a city in the Underdark, though my ancestors... Is your chef all right?
Yeah, yes. Nothing to hear there. I just heard a smash.
Yep. That's why Neru reacted like that.
She says he's occasionally a clumsy goof.
I look towards Ark and go, I can understand your pain.
We're calling bitches out there, are we?
But my ancestry originates from Barovia itself. It seems.
And what of you, Lady Voctor, if you will pardon the question, do you hail from this fine city?
Yes, I was born in this very house. To my mother and father.
I'd hope
A
so.
distinguished lineage.
Was
so
she?
I shall-
Or was it a husband? Hang on. No. Yes, I grew up in the town, the village of Vilecki, where I met my husband, who grew up in this very house.
So why don't you act like the other Velickis then? Why don't you smile and care about us using the word Strahd?
Because I do not believe that. I think the burgomaster of the village is slightly mad.
I think that we can agree in your assessment, indeed.
I don't think smiling and is stupid, and I mean stupid,
Emphasis.
compulsory oh god, what are they called? Festivals that he does every week. Did you hear about the last one?
No.
I cannot say that
Unfortunately
we
not.
did, my lady, no. He must have entered.
They had children running around with severed wolf heads on sticks.
Wow. Festive.
Entertaining, but probably not good for the psyche of those children.
Well, the incessant, constant smiling of the population is not good, and the punishments that come with you not appearing to be happy.
And what of Strahd himself? Do you hold to the Burgomaster's fear of him?
She's like, well, from what I understand, he's already potentially penetrated the walls with some vampire spawn, if I rightly remember, that you
Oh yeah, we're definitely
you
acquainted with them.
helped defeat.
Yeah.
But prior to that event, I doubt this acceptance of his name being spoken is a thing that originated only today. So prior to that event, what view did you hold? If you do not mind me inquiring as such, my lady.
What do you mean? Sorry, I don't understand the question.
I'm curious as to if you bought into the same fear that the Burgomaster seems to hold, from which his madness has stemmed, or if you're much more level-minded on the matter.
My view on it, I think people should be able to use whatever term they wish to call Lord Strahd.
A spade is a spade.
Lord Strahd, eh?
Some of us are more
He-
spade than others.
She turns to you, Eve, and goes, regardless of what people's opinion about him is, he is technically still the lord of these lands.
So your respect is more out of the title and rather than fear itself.
But I'm not afraid of Lord Strahd. Why would I be?
Just curious.
Is her familiar around with her?
Yes, why?
I'm just asking. Is it a what is it? Is it an imp or is it a quasit?
Stay tuned to find out.
How would you know?
It'll say on there imp or quasit for.
No, but
familiar.
how would your character know?
I know demons.
Can I make an Arcana check?
Yeah, probably Arcana religion.
And paladins would know the difference between an imp and a quasit in the first place anyway.
I mean, we could go on
Comment.
break and find out.
It's a common familiar. Yeah, we could take a break and find out. It's a common familiar with.
It says
evil
tiny
casters.
fiend.
Tiny
Obvious.
fiend. Okay, then it's like a quasit.
Yeah.
So it's a demon.
Well, if it's fiend, it'd be infernal rather than abyssal.
Oh, would it? Okay,
It's an imp.
that's an imp.
Speaking of them, before we go to break, I should Arius will turn to the familiar and speak in infernal. And I'll type that into the fancy grounds so I can do it in infernal.
Okay, type it in. Should we go for a break, and then when we come back, you can hit enter. Right, so we're going to take our first break. We'll be back in 10 minutes, so don't touch that dial. I have got problems here. I need to figure out why my stream deck suddenly stopped working. But yeah, we'll be back shortly. Don't touch that dial.